Hey guys, it is me. I am back with number 5 of the 6th grade math released EOG. Again, keyword there is released. I got to give my disclaimer that this is open and available online. I am just teaching it to you like I would teach it to my students, so completely legal. So let's get going.
Let's go. All right. So we have when a number n is decreased by 13, the result is greater than 2, which describes a set of all values of n that satisfy this condition. So this is another one of those problems where you are translating from words sentence to math sentence. Okay. So you just have to take it piece by piece by piece. Do not get overwhelmed. Okay. So we have when a number n is the unknown. If we have an unknown value, we put in a variable. It can be different numbers. It can be different letters. It's not always like a one word. It's not like a code, like one letter matches one word. It's just whatever letter. And usually the further in math you get, the more that letter coincides with whatever the problem is about. Like cost would be C or pizzas would be P or whatever. Okay. Just a side note there. So we have is decreased by 13, and the result is greater than 2, which describes a set of all values of n that satisfy this condition. So a couple of things there. Okay. We're going to first off look at this. N is decreased by 13. So that means it is getting less than. Okay. So we are going to be taking 13 away, which is minus. Now we know is greater than 2. Okay, let's talk about that. The students have a problem with this. I teach 11th graders currently, and they still struggle with this. We have 4 inequality signs that students are going to be working with, okay, in their math, high school, middle school math career. We have greater than, we have less than, we have greater than or equal to. And again, you guys, I've told y'all I'm a math teacher. So I do notes because I want you guys to have something you can screenshot. But yes, my videos might be a little bit longer, but I feel like it's worth it. So, or less than or equal to. Okay, so in elementary school, they learn something about, I don't even remember, something about the alligator's mouth opens to the bigger. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've been in elementary school. I know how to do it, but I don't remember the tricks I use. Maybe they don't even use the alligator anymore. But what I tell them is the bigger side is going to go to the bigger number or the bigger value. That's just an easier way to remember it. Okay. So if this side is greater than this side, then the mouth is going to, or the bigger side is going to go to that. The smaller point is going to go to the smaller value. These lines underneath just mean or equal to. That doesn't really come into play in this. It will later. It doesn't really come into play into this video. So this question. We are talking about is greater than 2. It is saying that this is greater than 2. This is this. So n minus 13 is greater than 2. It does not say or equal to, okay? Or it does not say at least 2. It is saying greater than 2. So we have our inequality there. And now if you look over here at our questions, our variable, is by itself. So it's now turned into a one-step inequality. Not only do we have to know how to translate this, we now have to know how to solve for n. So we have got to get n by itself. So 13 is being subtracted by n. So we are going to do the inverse or the opposite and add. Technically, what you're doing is this is adding a negative, this is adding a positive. It is just easier for the students to remember that they are doing the opposite. This equals 0, which just leaves n. Technically, it's n plus 0. 0 does not matter, doesn't change anything. So my students, I tell them don't even write it, is greater than, and then 2 plus 13 is 15. So what this is saying is n can be any number. When it says all values of n, it can be any number greater than 15. In other words, it could be 15.1 on up to a gazillion, okay? Any number that is greater than 15 is going to satisfy this, meaning any number greater than 15 is when decreased by 13 is the answer is going to be greater than 2. So again, students for the most part would probably struggle more with, I bet this would probably be the most missed and correct, most chosen correct, incorrect answer. There you go. Most chosen incorrect answer, the most common wrong answer. There you go. I knew there was a term because it's just going to, those inequality signs are going to get messed up. So hope this helped, and I'll see you soon.
Hey guys, I hope that helped. Okay, so remember, just you do not have to take time. You should not take time to draw out a 12-step figure, or if you're the student listening, don't take time to do that, guys. Just look at the information and put it into a math equation. There are some problems that do. It does help to draw a picture. That is not one of them. It's just wanting to know that you know the formula for perimeter, or how to find the perimeter and how to simplify equations. That's it. So like, follow, share, all the things, guys. I appreciate your support in this, and I hope this helps. Please give me feedback or ask clarifying questions or whatever you need to do. Thanks.